All right. This is going to be a bit more of a serious video. I'm just going to have some footage of me doodling in the background just so that there's something to watch. But I essentially wanted to make this to talk about a bit of a serious issue um, that happened recently, earlier this month. And it seems like it didn't really get a whole lot of attention from what I've read and from what I've seen. In fact, I really only started to notice it recently. I was talking to some people about it. I saw some other stuff on it, and was like, "Oh, this is not good. This is terrible." And it really made me feel awful to hear that it really wasn't getting a lot of attention. At least that's what I was reading. That's what I was hearing. So I wanted to make a video to talk about this and just bring a little bit of attention to it. It has to do with the train derailment in the small town in Ohio. Ohio, sorry, I said that weird. I don't remember the name of it, but a train derailed that was carrying some pretty serious toxins. Toxic chemicals. Is carrying some pretty serious toxic chemicals, which obviously got dumped into the water, into the soil. It started a fire, which burnt from what I read, like a couple days or a day, which is pretty serious. So the chemicals got into the atmosphere. So they basically they're in the air, they're in the ground, they're in the water, they're everywhere. And it was really bad. People were evacuated. And yeah, it's this really shook me, because this is going to have some serious effects on the environment, on the ecosystems. We're already seeing effects, some serious effects. Wildlife, a lot of animals have been found dead. From what I read, I don't know if this was credible or not, but about 3,500 fish died, and the chemicals, obviously getting in the water, that's a pretty serious thing that can affect a lot. A lot of the residents there are very worried about the long-term effects that this will have. I heard that there was acid rain. I don't know if there was or not, but either way, that does sound believable for, the event that occurred. That does make sense. Something like that can happen in an event like this. And these toxins, they have these chemicals have, I think, hopefully I'm getting this right, carcinogens, which cause respiratory issues, can burn your skin, and it's just really, really bad. So it affects plant life, it affects the wildlife, it affects the people. It's really serious, and from I did a very minimal amount of research. I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for this because I just started seeing a whole bunch of stuff all at once, and I was like, oh my god, I can't sit back and not say something about this. This is, I don't feel, I don't know why, but I just really didn't feel good about it. And so I sat down and I just did some doodling while I recorded this video. I actually am voicing over the footage now because what I originally was saying, I it was a rough take. I was just kind of I'm just kind of doing it off the top of my head. I'm doing it off the top of my head now, but at least now I've done it like twice. I've gone over this, so hopefully I can condense it down. I'm just trying to condense it down. So I just wanted to do the doodling in the background so that there's something to watch. So I apologize if there's a weird contrast going on there, but I didn't feel like a game would be appropriate to have going on while I talked about this, because this is not good. This is really bad. And from what I've read, it sounds like the company that had the toxins transported had them labeled as non-hazardous, to get them through easier, and I think because it was cheaper. That's what I read. I don't know, but it doesn't surprise me. I think this is a issue with corrupt companies, looking for money, not really worrying about the health of the environment, the ecosystems, the people there. They just want to try to get this through so that they can make their money. So it's not, but that's just what I've read. That's what it sounds like. I cannot confirm nor deny whether this is what's going on, but it does kind of seem like that's what's going on. So yeah, it's a miserable situation, and it sounds like a lot of the tests and stuff that have been going on are the answers that the tests and stuff that have been going on to try to answer a lot of the residents' questions seem very vague and seem like they're just trying to keep people quiet about it and just kind of, be like, yeah, no, it's okay, it's not going to hurt people. That's what I was reading. I don't know if that's true. I went to a couple different articles. I'm not going to link anything. I would like to be able to link some things for people to do further reading on, but I really just don't know what articles have credible sources, or which ones are credible sources or not. So it's really, in the internet these days, you really don't know what is credible or not, with a lot of things. And an issue like this, I don't want to link anything that might have some false information about this incident, because yeah. So I just wanted to make this video to say something, to bring some attention to it, to be like, hey, this is happening, this is bad, and just to for people to hear this. I want this is, we have to be able to hear these things, and to face them, because this is a serious issue. A lot of the times we end up ignoring things like this because it's so horrible, it's so awful. We don't want to hear about this, right? And that's really how we ended up where we are now in this. The state of the planet is really miserable. The environment, the ecosystems, the habitats of our planet, the animal populations. I mean, it's all very, very unhealthy. It's all in a steep decline, and it's all it all really comes right back down to humans. And we've caused almost all these problems, but we can also solve a lot of them. In fact, we have solved a lot of them. We just haven't done a lot of big steps to actually do that, to follow through with it. And so, stepping up, facing these issues, facing them head on, and just being like, we're not gonna sit back and let this happen, or turn our heads and look at something nicer, try to forget about the horrible things that are going on, and think about something nicer. That's not what I want to do. I want to be able to, at least speak out a little bit. I'm a very socially anxious person. I have some pretty bad social anxiety, so coming out and speaking about this kind of serious stuff and drawing a lot of attention to myself is something I'm really not comfortable with, and I don't like doing. But this is an opportunity for me to say something, to actually be like, hey, I can, this is something where this is an opportunity to do it and feel comfortable, to some degree. So that's why I wanted to make this video, because I was like, this is a chance to say something about this stuff. I'm very passionate about protecting our planet, protecting animals, seeing them as equals and not, below us, or even seeing them as commodities, or items, objects, seeing them as living beings. And so, to see that people are really concerned about the environmental impacts and what this is going to do to the wildlife, and what this, it's gonna affect, if the thing is if it affects the wildlife and the animals and the plants, it's gonna affect the people too. So that's why thinking about that, that's why we really have to think about these issues, because helping heal the environment will help to also heal, keep humans safe, keep people safe and alive. Because if the planet is healthy, then we're all healthy. We can all be, live a better life. If the planet that we live on is safe to live on, and it is healthy and working. So anything we can do to sort of help that is really important. And a lot of times really serious issues that have a really big negative effect often just, it's just like, oh no, I don't want to hear about that. It's awful. So all I'm trying to do is just speak up a little bit. This channel is so very small. So there, if there's any way that this video can get out there a little bit more, that would be great. But even if not, I just feel better that I'm saying it, and that there's a chance that someone can hear this, because for so long I have just had to read about these things and hear about these things and see these awful things happening, and just watch as the planet falls apart. And I really didn't have any way of speaking out. Whenever I did, I always felt like I kind of got shot down and shut down. And it's just kind of like, no, I don't want to hear about that. And so this is an opportunity for me to actually say what I want to say and not get shut down. God, it's tough. And I'm sorry if this is a bit more of a serious video, and this is very impromptu. I wish I did more research. I didn't really do a lot of research beforehand. I saw a lot of stuff on this and was like, this is not okay. I'm not gonna sit here. I don't plan on making a lot of videos like this. I don't want to make a whole bunch of content like this. I really want to do more nature stuff. And there will be more serious videos. I can say that there will be some more serious videos on things that have happened in the past. This was just a more current thing that I was like, all right, I want to say something about this. I want to do something about this. So that's why I'm doing this now. If there's important information, important points that I missed, I apologize. Like I said, I did a very minimal amount of research before this, because I saw a bunch of stuff come in and was just like, I want to make this. So I didn't really do a whole lot of research. If I do something like this in the future, I will definitely have more information. I will link sources. I will do my research, make sure that I'm, using very, very credible sources. And I will link sources, references, resources. I'd like to be able to link all that stuff. But I'm not going to link anything in this video, because I just didn't do enough research and didn't get enough sources, whatever. It was really just, I heard about it, I talked to some people about it, and was like, all right, I feel like I want to make this. And I'm glad I'm doing this. It feels good to get it out. Like I said, even if not many people hear it, the fact that someone might, that's all I need. And at least I can know that I did something, because if I don't, I feel like I'm going to feel bad about myself. And it's been bothering me. It's been bothering me for a while. And I just, it's awful. The people were evacuated. The wildlife has died. Tons of animals have died because of this now. Plants and water have been poisoned now, and people just don't feel safe anymore. The people there, they don't feel safe. They don't feel like they can go back to normal, because it's just, the whole place just got filled with chemicals, and and then they had the whole chemical fire as well, and it's just like, it's a crazy situation. It doesn't it's really awful. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. There's more nature content in the future, though. I have some really awesome plans for future videos. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot of videos in the future like this. There will be some more serious videos. I can say that. But later down the line, we'll, you know, whenever I get to making those, whenever those may be. But the next video I have planned might take a little bit to get it out. Might take a little bit to finish making it. I haven't really done a whole lot to start making it, but I have some really great plans for some cool new videos, nature related stuff. I will continue doing gaming stuff like Human Fall Flat and all that. I would like to continue with those as well. There's some other games that I might do videos on, so you know, it'll be a weird mix. It'll be a weird little mix, but it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video talking about this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to put something in the background, so I'm sorry if these doodles are unhinged and crazy, because I was just like, I gotta have something going in the background. I can't just have a blank screen while I talk. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say. That's all I'm gonna say.